What's up, hockey card fans? Welcome back to another episode of Hockey Cards Only. My name is John. I'll be your host, and today we're going to go through some 1974 TOPPS hockey cards that I have kicking around. So, let's get into it. Alright, thanks for putting up with my cheesy intro. How's everybody doing today? What I have out in front of us on the board already is the cards that I have from my starter set that came in this, I'll show you right here. This is Granddad's hockey card. So, don't touch or you get the wooden spoon! So anyways, these have been in here for a very long time. I bought them on Goodwill like 6 months ago maybe, and I have built 3 or 4 sets of progressive years. So this started with like 1969, and I started on 71, 72, 73, and now we're on 74. So let's get into it. First, if you have not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. It'll put you in a drawing. And we do drawings every 25 subscribers, okay? And here is our subscriber drawing cup here, and you get put on our Stanley Cup. Isn't that fun? So at 1,000, if we hit 1,000 subs, we are doing a drawing for a Patrick Waugh rookie card, graded from HGA, Hybrid Grading Approach. It's a 6.5, I believe. I should have it sitting out, okay? Let's see how laggy our camera is today. We're about a second behind. Look at that. Okay, well, let's get moving. Here's what I have to start. I want to show you what I've built. I made this checklist, price sheet, whatever you want to call it. On the left is the cards most expensive to least expensive. Or I should call it the top 100. Okay, so for this set, our number 1 card is the Bobby Orr card number 100. Now, I'll just let you know right now, I don't have that card. It's one of the few Bobby Orr cards I do not have. And then we have Senis Potvin's rookie card. We have Scotty Bowman's coach rookie card, which I have that card in here. Don Cherry's rookie card, Lanny McDonald's rookie card. There's a Bobby Orr TW, I forgot what that stood for, team winner. We also have, let's see, the checklist is, I have the checklist here, and then they had these cool scratch-off cards. So I have a short stack of those I set aside. And anyways, now I have also on the other 3 columns, that is what we're going to circle when I do not have them. That way I can go and try to, finish this set. So we're going to put it in this binder, okay? And I'm going to set this thing probably over here. Move my microphone. And that way, I can put them in, and eventually I'll have this row scooted up. You might have to wait while I, get rid of this first row, and then I'm going to move everything up. So this, how I already sorted this, I started recording yesterday. And these were unsorted, and I was putting them in groups, their numerical order, in groups of 10s. And it just took me like 20 minutes. So I just stopped the video, and I'm just letting you guys start here, because that's the way to do it. So, put that there so I can pick them up. These are already in order, as you can see, by number. And we're going to flip them up, right side up, and get them in the binder. So, the first card we actually have, oh shoot, I'm going to be real careful too. This is probably one of the more valuable cards to do. And that one's in really insanely good shape, so I'm going to be careful with it. Okay, so card number 1 we do not have, which is the goal leader, but we do have card number 2. Now on the show, if I have 3 of them, I usually look at them all with you guys real quick like this. And we kind of pick out which one is the best one for this set, which I'm going to say is this one right here. They're all off center. None of them are 100% perfect. Let me take some attention to this one. Okay. The first card is in. My hands are still trembling. Okay, let me give my hands just a rest here. Okay, so that card here. Card number 3, and we have 4 right here. I'm going to just set these aside, and I'll just start picking them up. I have to take this sleeve off. I'm going to put them over there. We'll turn it upside down to card 3. Just relax when I'm putting these in. Okay, now this one. Bernie Parent. That's pretty cool. Card 4. I'm going to do my best. Oh, hold on a second, y'all. I got my... That's my mic. I thought my music was way loud. My bad. It was my mic. Okay, so we're good. Background music's not killing anybody. I'll turn it down. Okay, sorry about that. I'm kind of new at making videos. I've only been doing this for about 9 months. I've only been collecting, you know, the last probably 9 months also, maybe a year. I think I started Thanksgiving in 2020. Okay. Thanksgiving is like 2 weeks, so we're up on 1 year. That's when I started collecting again. I collected cards as a youngster, like most other people. So, card number 4, I had another of. We'll leave that one in there. That one's decent shape here. They're both in pretty good shape. Actually, I had 3 of that one. Let's just throw that card offset. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see. We have card number 6 here. I'll get a better pattern in a minute here. We'll get moving, but... Alright, so we have 4, 5, 6. We're missing card number 5 and card number 1. So, let me show you what I'm going to do. You can see me over here. We don't have card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have card number 5. So, everybody check this out. The whole goal here, I want to show everybody something. I'm a web developer. That's what I do, my main job. So, what got me into collecting is I was like, man, I want to build a hockey card website because I build websites. And I thought it was a cool project, so I started tinkering with it. And here's where I am at. So, this is hockeycardsonly.com. We're not even a business yet. We're just playing with hockey cards. Now, I have pricing here from Trading Card Database. That's where I got most of this stuff. Okay. And here you can see the pricing and that we are completely out of stock of every one of these. Now, I am going to populate this inventory with the overflow extras of these at the end of this episode. So, at the end of this episode, when you go to hockeycardsonly.com, these little out-of-stock boxes will look like this. Let me go to 71. I've already done 71. 71 looks a little more updated too. This usually takes a second to load when I'm recording. But anyways, 71, 72 has had the inventory populated, and you can see this, you know, add to cart right here. Okay, 1. These are like figurative pricing on complete sets, so don't think I'm trying to... Email me if you want them, and we'll negotiate. But the other thing I need to do is, check this out, the cards of this age are not consistent in quality, obviously. So I'm going to, if you want one of these, before we take a payment, we will be giving out scans, is the plan, okay? Scans. So you're like, hey, I want that card. Okay. Here's what it looks like. Do you want to pay for it now? And you're like, no, it's got a bent corner. No problem. We don't have another one. Do you want me to give you that one do you want a deal? Or I might start at half price if it's in bad shape or something. That's like going to be on vintage cards, on junk wax cards, which are also on that site. They're just going to, if it's a 5-cent card, we're just going to have to send it. And we won't put anything in the inventory on those that are questionable. But vintage, you have to. Okay, so anyways, getting back to the cards. Card number 7 here. Let's get in here. 6, 7. Gary Bromley. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't want to slaughter names and then have you guys throw my comments that I'm slaughtering names all day. But this is Bill Barber. He's pretty legit, so we're going to put him in here. Card number 8. Missing card number 9. So we're going to circle card number 9. That is Emile Francis HC card. Okay, so we are looking for card number 10. I'm going to grab this stack. This is 10s through 19. We are starting on 13, 15, 16, and 17. So I'm going to set them there. Card 13, so 10, 11, 12, 13. And I have 2. This is Sile Apps. This card has a stain on it where his glove is. A wax stain in that area. And it's not on center. So I'm going to set him in discard. Okay. And we are going to put him here. 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. And that means we go over here and say 10, 11, 12. Get circled. Okay. Now we have Dan Bouchard. Card 15. So you have 13, 14, 15. Careful. Okay. That means we are missing 14. 15. 16. Ivan. I'm not going to attempt it. Boulder. I attempted it. I shouldn't have done it. Let's get them in here, though. Some of these older names I'm just not as familiar with. The main Hall of Famers I am, you know. But I took French class in high school, 9th grade. And it barely helps me today, even though I was probably good at it back then, to pass the classes. But to get a little bit of the dialect on the end of, like, the Gilbert Perrault and really crazy names that look like from where I'm from, they're just totally not that. Okay. So, anyways, we're working on it. Okay, so now we have card 17. Gary Coulter. I think. Okay, so here's that. 17. So we have 16, 17. And we are out of 18. 19. And now we're going to start on 20. So let's flip that. 17, 18. The 19 is going to be here. Where's my thing that picks up cards? I made this little thing to pick them up. Makes it easy. So we have 22, 23, 25s in a pair, and a 28. So let's set them. Oh, I'm sorry if you couldn't see that, guys. I just did this real quick so you can see what we have here. Now, you just set them again. I'll set them here so you can just see what I'm doing. I don't want them offset. That's kind of... It's just that they sit over here real nice. Gary Smith, 22. So we have 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. Okay, let's go backwards. We don't have 21 and we don't have 20. We have this one here. We have 23, so 22. 23. Jacques Lemaire. So this one, French class, kind of helped me a little bit. 24. This one we will put right, triple check it. Yep, goes right here. Corner in first. Okay. Now, here we go. Gil Perrault. Perrault. There it is. Perrault. No, I'm joking. Okay, Gilbert Perrault, I believe, but it's Gilbert Perrault. If it's Gilbert, this is Gil. So, Perrault. Okay, 25. I'm doing my best. Oh, we have 2 of them. We have 2. Oh, man, I'm glad we caught it, because the one I was going to put in is not as clean as this one. So for wax stains. That's a nice card there, y'all. Well, this one here will be available. Okay. Not perfect. But we do not have them priced as mint quality either. The trading card database, I think, considers book price not like graded mint, but I'm not sure. I have the Beckett from 2021 if we really want to get into exact pricing, but on old stuff, quality and centering, you know, it's everything. Okay, so here is this for some reason in here. This is card 28. Let me make sure we're on order here. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. It's going to go there. So that means we don't have card 26 and 27. Right, okay, so what on our checklist are way down the road? Okay, 28. Careful on this thing, because it is... I don't like when the penny sleeves here get a corner, because they're not fun to take out when they do that. You can see it, or it will not focus. Creased up on the top funny. Anyways, throwing that down. Let's get card 28. This is like a... That's what must have been that team leader. No, Team W. That's a different abbreviation here. Let's see. This is... It just says Phil Esposito and Bobby. But that sucker is still a $5.50 booked card, so that's cool. Okay. Now, as we can see, making headway on the set, I think I've got maybe half. If I'm lucky, we'll end up with 2/3. Let's get the next stack here, and we'll get cooking a little bit faster as we go. This does take time to do this right and delicate. Let's see who we have here. These are our 30s. 37 is on the wrong spot here. So we're going to start at 31. We have some duplicates. 33 is bent. It's the only 33 I have, just so you guys know. So I'll have to either mark it. Ooh, that one's got a scuff in it. So we'll set him there. And we will be using this one. 31. 28, 29, 30, 31. So we're hitting about 50% right now. And we're hitting about 10% in duplicates. So we don't have a ton of duplicates. 28 we had, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so he's 31. We had 2 Ed Westfalls. Okay. Let's say the one on the right is centered better. I will check corners with my eyeballs because I'm right here up close under this light. This one is better. So, 2. There's a dimple in that plastic. It's not on this sheet. It is in this sheet. Okay. Alright, next card is folded up pretty good, just so everybody knows. This is the only one I have. I'm going to mark this that I need one. 33, I'm going to write bent. I'm just going to put a dot by it so we know that I do need card 33 for a good set. But it's going to go in here for now. Probably be 6 months before I have this one all done. The last one took me a lot of eBay, and I had to go to the National Card Show. That's where I ultimately got the remainders, okay? And that was for 71. Let me go back to my window capture, and I will give you my example here. This set is the one I got to complete first. This was my main priority, because I had the Ken Dryden rookie, which is the main card. And then also it had, let's show you this. We can sort by price here, highest to lowest, and make a check sheet here almost. Yeah, the Bobby Orr. And this Gordie Howe. I had a few of this Gordie Howe that weren't in great shape. And then when I bought the collection that I'm sorting into sets right now, that had a lot of this. And it had the Ken Dryden. It didn't have a Bobby Orr. Unfortunately, that whole box, there wasn't a single Bobby Orr base card. There was a lot of these team leader cards. Let's get back to staying on focus on the one we're doing, though. Correct? Let's do that. I'm going to pull that over there. Let's get back to this. Sorry if you guys are wanting me to get on this. I'll get back onto this here. Card number 36, 33, 34, 35, 36. We're going to be right here. And we only have one. Let's get it up here. It's in wavy condition. Okay. All right. So that means 34, 35 I am missing. 36, we are on 37. And that is this card. Look at this guy. Oh, man. This is an awesome card. I don't know why I like this card. His headband. 38. I only have one of, so you can't buy it as some... That one's awesome, though. Henry Bouchard. 36, 37, 38, 39. We do not have Ron Lowe. Okay, let's grab our next short stack here. I have my sleeves all pulled up, so I don't. You like my starter jersey? I wear my Boston jersey when we do vintage. That's just what I've been doing. It's kind of fun. Let's see. We have only 2 in the 40s. Okay, this is going to be kind of fun. 42 and 47. So I'm going to be counting for a minute. Give me a second. 42. So this is 39, was it? 39, 40, 41, 42. He goes there. Team leaders. That's an awesome card. Now we have Dave Gardner with a wax stain. This is his, it looks like a second year card. Check out his score. And if this is 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, so he goes here. Okay. Bam. Okay, now give me a minute. I gotta go back onto my checklist here. We did not have Daryl Sittler, which I wish we did. That was 40, 41. That's 42, so we're missing 43, 44, 45, 46, 47 we have, 48, 49, and that's what we're starting to look like. So, about 50%. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's get into the 50s. Okay. 50s. 50s, we have 2, 3, not too many, but we have duplicates of some commons here. Brad Park, New York Rangers. The one on the right has a dimple on the hockey stick. You shine the light over it. Oops, sorry. There it is. You see it? The one on the left had an issue also. Printing error. On center, more on center. Is that a scratch? Printing error and off center. Better condition, but off center more, and a printing error. This one, I'm going to give it the better condition, only because that one, it looked like it had some scratches on the surface. Card 50, 48, 49, 50. Brad Park. Bob Latier, 51. Tom Reed, 52. Cruising along now, huh? Chris Evans, wavy, 59. So 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Woo! We're missing. I just heard my door open. I can't pause. I think it was the outdoor door. And I have surveillance and security and a dog, so I think I'm fine. I could just hear the door swing and slam, and it's windy and snowing outside right now. I'm just going to let it be. If someone's like, "Hello, John," I'm going to have to cut it off. One of my friends might randomly swing by. Okay. Let's keep moving, though. I didn't just keep moving and have to go, because I don't edit my videos, and I take one big take like this, and it seems to work out all right. My videos aren't insanely good quality, I understand, but I wouldn't be able to do a video like this and edit. The rendering just takes an insanely long time, okay? It's because it's going to be like an hour-long video when I do something like this, so there's nothing I can really do about it. So, let's start here. Bernie Parent. Awesome. Okay. One of my favorite players, actually, from the old days. Number 60. Where were we? 59. Okay, good. There, so he is here. Dave Kreischow. I don't know. I'm not going to slaughter the name anymore. 62. 60, 61, 62. He goes here. It's my cat. Cat's making noise. It's freaking me out. You'd hear your front door. Ka-dong. It makes me want to go check it and stop the video. Let me do this. That's a really weird issue to have, is I heard my front door slam. So, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take an intermission. Dun, 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 dun. Look at the Stanley Cup. I'm going to run down there. This is a really weird situation, but I'll put on pre-intro. Give me 1 second. Oh, these fell over. Okay. You dumb cat. Okay, I'm back. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. My cat knocked over a whole stack of cardboard boxes, like right over here. And it was like, kaboom. And that's what happened. So, back to the cards. Thank goodness I'm not getting someone at the front door right now, because that would suck, because I'd have to stop the video. Okay, so where are we? Sorry for that. 62. We are at Vic Hadfield. 65. So 63. 64. 65. Vic Hadfield. He's got a scuff on him. 65. Hatfield scuff. So let's go backwards for a second. 64. 63. We have 62. 61 we don't have. 60 we do. Bernie Parent. Okay, so now I have to keep going backwards, guys. Sorry. 58 we don't have. 57. 6. 5. 4, 3. 2, 1. Okay, we were caught up on card 60. Jeez. 65. So let's get back here. 66. Wayne Merrick. Pretty cool. Now let's talk about this set for 1 second. This is TOPPS. They make this in O-Pee-Chee also. And the pricing on that is about double, maybe, of what this stuff is. And it's on a different cardstock altogether. Okay? So we're today doing TOPPS. Okay, O-Pee-Chee is the same looking card. It might, the back is going to be different in French and in English. And you probably already know all this, but if you're new to cards and you found our video, well, welcome, obviously. But and you want to get into collecting vintage, dude, hockey is the way to go. I mean, it's not that expensive yet. If this was basketball or football, the foosball, I mean, I think the vintage is a little more. This is scarce, being hockey, but it's not priced accordingly yet. Okay, so that's why I like collecting hockey. You can get some of the old stuff. It's hard to find. You can get it on eBay. But I have a feeling the scarcity as time goes on, this stuff's going to be, it's kind of a cool thing to get into, because the scarcity and the price point right now is not insane. You can get these cards in the $1 or $2 a piece, but in the future, I think they're going to be, you know, they're going to be more respected, or more, I don't know, more in demand. I think hockey is just going to, through the years, I think just it's been a more high, it's an easier sport to watch than baseball. Does that make sense? And it can get played more than football. 67. There's a lot of reasons why hockey's just way better. But we won't get into that. 66, 8, 9, 70. We got to start at card 70, everybody. Sorry to trail off, but hockey cards, that's what you're here for. Junk, not junk, but waxy stain. I meant to say junk wax. That's not what I meant, though. Wax stain. Now, O-Pee-Chee will have a fuzzy cut, too. I don't know if these ones were cut. They say O-Pee-Chee was cut with a wire, and TOPPS was cut with a blade, but correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I was told that along the line. This one's folded up pretty good. This one's wavy, barely. This one's also wavy. So these two are better than that one. Let's look at see who's better. These, they're both slightly wavy. Who's less? He's less wavy. We'll put him there. 73. Bam. Okay, 73. Does not go there. It pays to count here. 71, 2, 3. Butch Goring. 74. Keith Magnuson. 75. Sorry, I'm taking a little longer on that one. You go on that little farther, Mr. Butch. Okay, Jim Roberts. Card number 678. 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's gonna go here. Don Lucy. I think that's how you pronounce Luke. I don't know. Sorry if it's the wrong. 79. It's here. Oh, there's two, my bad. This one has a wax stain on the surface, so I'm going to set him aside. Very cool. Alright, let's grab the next stack and keep moving. I don't want this to take 2 hours, of course. I want it to take 1. And we are finally to our 100, almost to our 100 stack. It's going to be a second here. So what I'm going to do is I'll fill in the checklist, maybe offset, you know what I mean, at this point. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, but I can go back and check them and make the show a little faster here from now on. So we'll just look at the card. We'll flip it. Card 80 goes right here. JP Parsi. 83. 81. 82. 83. Right. 84. That's going to be the next one. This one's got some powder on it. I don't know if I will try to clean it with like a slightly damp, humid rag or something. But I'll be able to see that later. You can tell a little bit. Okay, card 86. Randy. 4, 85, 86. So we're missing an 85. 87, 88, 89. Alright, let's grab the next stack. Like I said, we're going to move along here. See if we have duplicates right off the bat. We have a bunch of 91s. And that's about it. So this will be fun. Okay. Bill White, card number 90. He goes in our bottom right corner. Sorry you can't see this. But we're getting to where I can scoot the cards up. But you'll be able to see this. So I'm going to do that right now. Give me 1 second. Chew. That. Okay. That. And this. And this. Alright. It was worth the wait. Now you guys can see the bottom row here. Okay. You guys get all the glare. See if I can... There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. So card number 90 is done. So we're on card 91. And we're still going through here. We have card 91. 3 of them. Does not look like a hockey card, does it? He must be he's the coach, that's why. It just kind of looked funny. It's, hi, I'm a computer programmer. I'm the computer programmer for the Islanders. I'm joking now. Al Barber. Okay. Soft-spoken and quiet, but Al has proven to be consistent man behind the bench. Okay, anyways. This card, these are all in pretty good shape. That one's off center. This one is in better shape. This has a little itty bit of a scuffy mark. I wouldn't call it a scuff, just like, I don't know, side to side. Okay, so card number 91, top left corner. Now we can get moving. When there's a lot of duplicates, it takes a second. When there's only one, it doesn't. This one has a wax stain on it. So if he was 91, 2, 3, you here, 3, down lever, 94. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, you get in a drawing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a good thing to do is subscribe, especially if you're into hockey cards and you don't spend a lot of money on them maybe. Every 2 weeks we're doing a drawing out of only about 80 people. So if you subscribe, like we have like almost 200 subscribers, but only a third of them are considered public subscribers, so only a third of you guys are in the drawing. I usually show you a list of who's in there just so you can see if you're actually in it or not. But if you want to know if you're actually in it, go to the subscriber list, and if you're there, then you're going to get put into the drawings we do every 25 subs. On those, I just give out like 3 or 4 random cards that are they're all interesting, like a Ray Bork second year card or some weird Pavel Bure card. I'll put like 5 things together and do a small prize, and then the grand prize, obviously, you hear me say, is the Patrick Waugh rookie card from TOPPS. Okay, it's not O-Peachy, but still, we did card hunting on the show, and we found like 4 or 5 of them in one box. So I graded them all, and then sent the best one to the top of the list, obviously. But we had the best one to the worst one. The variance was only the only grade was from 7.5 down to 6.5. So we're going to give away the 6.5 as the grand prize for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So now we are on cards past 90. So let's keep moving. I need my flipper here. The card grabber. Grab a little stack like this. Okay. Card grabber back there. See if we have any duplicates right off the hand here. We have 1 duplicate, so that'll be easy. This will be a lot of cards in the book. So can you see those there? You can. I'm not going to go against on the checklist anymore. I'm just going to start stuffing cards. But you guys get the idea. I'm going to put this in the binder, and then later I'll post what I don't have. I should post this, what I don't have, in the comments. So if any of you guys have them, like let's say you have like insane amounts of these, and you wanted to hit me up and do a trade or something, or even, I don't know if I'm ready to buy yet, But give me a link to where you're selling them or a price, you know, and we'll figure something out. I would love to do some trades. That'd just be kind of fun. But I know people need money to make the world go round. 96, okay, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102. So we're missing a few cards in that range. I think Bobby Orr was right through there. He's card number 100. So 102, not 92. 102. Here's a 103. Sorry for putting my. So you guys can see the card. 103. 105. Dennis Dupree, I believe is how you would say that. Having a hard time here. There we go. Okay. Steve Durband. 6. Having a hard time with this one today. Okay. Bob Plager. 107. Man, I can't get my fingers under that for the first time. We have doubles here, triples here. Nope, doubles. This has a wax stain on the front, so he's going over here. So some of these cards we'll have in stock on the site. They're those, just so everybody knows. So right now, don't expect my vintage to be insanely great. Okay, I'm just going to say it like that. I'll probably put a note at the top of the set, like the cards I have rough quality, like the rough average quality, like they're going to be between 3s and 6s. So if you're looking for 7s and up, you know, I only have maybe 1 or 2 of each one, and maybe 0 of most. So for starters, the vintage is tough to inventory, and especially if I'm making complete sets with the best one. But this one is probably the one I have the least of. Okay, the older few, I actually collected that a bit early on once I started getting going, and I never started collecting 74, 75, 76, 70. I didn't go after that. I really went after 71, and that I have multiples of, and the used ones will be in a little bit. You'll have a bit more selection, as we'll just call it selection. Okay. Okay, so now we are on the 110s. Walter Tkachuk's in here. Only 1 duplicate, so we'll be doing all right here. Card 111. This would be 110, 111. (112) Minnesota team leaders. Got Dennis Hexel on here. Bill Voltaworthy. That's cool. This one goes here. Okay, nice and easy. Make sure our numbers are correct. Yep, we're looking for 113. 14, 15. So we're on Dennis Hexel, 15. North Stars. Okay. Jim Anderson, coach. Both have barely dimples on them. This one's centered better. So that one's going to go here. He has card 18. So that was 15, was it? 16, 17, 18. So he goes up here. All right. Okay. Walt Tkachuk. Unfortunately, we have a dimple right on his head. If I can get this to center, you can see it in the light right there. Having a hard time with my autofocus. I have I'm doing all this on a Mac Mini, which is not it's a decent setup, but it's not a powerhouse by any stretch of the imaginations. It's a bare bones setup on my card bench. It's like a second computer I have. My main computer, my laptop, probably wouldn't I did some editing on that earlier in the start of the show, but the cell phone, editing on an iPhone, that actually worked out the best. Excuse me. But then I would have to have the phone out of commission for like 2 hours while it rendered. So little video editing complications with this. That's why we do it this way now. We are the 120s. No duplicates. So let's get moving. Oh, not here. My bad. I put them on the checklist there. Okay. Joycelyn, you are card 122. So 120 would go here. 21, 22. 22. 23. Bob Nordstrom. Nystrom, I guess. I don't know, my bad. I don't want to hack up the name. 23, 24, 25, Lou Morrison. Richard Martin, 127, so 26, 127. 7. Ken Hodge. I don't know if he is related to one of my coaches. We had a coach, I think his name was Ken Hodge. So he played for Western Michigan University in like the 80s, and he was like their captain and whatnot. So I don't know if he's related to these other Hodges. I thought he might be, but I'll have to. That's something I need to look up, because there's a lot of Hodges that play hockey. And then my high school coach was like a Western Michigan University like star. He has a banner up in the rink. So here's a Phil Esposito. I'm trying to remember if his name was Ken. I don't remember now. If you know me personally and you watch this, put in the comments if that guy was, if you like played hockey with me, I'm saying. I don't know if any of you out there played hockey with me at all here in Michigan, but probably not at all. I don't really have a personal fan base of this, of kids I grew up with or anything. 129 right here. This Phil Esposito card's legit. It does have a slight dimple in it, but it's centered and the corners are really nice. Be very careful, Phil. And let's grab our next group of cards. This is the 130s. We only have 4, starting with card 131, Brad Park. That was 129, so we have 130, 131, right in the middle. Okay. We have another Brad Park, but it is destroyed. So that's just a fun card. I'll put that discard pile. Bill White All-Star card, 136. So we have to skip quite a few here. 132, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I might have to get some more pages here, or binder sleeves in a minute. Jacques Richard. 139, 37, 8, 9 right here. Oops, he goes in this way. There we go. Okay, now, next stack. We're cooking. When you skip a lot of cards, you go fast. So, any duplicates in the 140s? We have 2 Jean Ratelli. So let's start here. Bob Kelly, 143. So it'd be 140, 41, 2, 3. Skipping. So we're hitting about 50% on here. 144. I'll make sure that was 143. Yep. And then we had 2 Jean Ratellis. This has a dimple. That has a minor dimple. Off center, on center. I'm gonna have to go with the more on center one. What card were you again? 145. So you're the top corner right here. I have something in here. What is that? Piece of dust or paint or something. All right, let's keep moving. We got 145 and we're out of cards, so we need the 150s. 150s. Do we have any duplicates? We do. Only one. Oh, Dennis Hall. Here we go, guys. You ready? Dennis Hall, 150. That's 145. 446, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would be the 150 spot. And that thing is, the paint chip is like stuck to my finger. I can't get it off. It's stuck. Ugh. Jeez Louise. It's like a part of a hologram. It's like a flake of a hologram card or something. Oh, it might be paint from this. It might be like a random paint chip from that. That hasn't really chipped yet, but anyways, we're right here at 150. Dennis Hall. That card is faded a little bit. Michael, 153. Let's check our numbers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 50. 51, 2, and 3. We have 2 of this one, so we should be on 154, 5, and 6. So they're going to go here. John Wright. Right here. Okay, let's make sure we're correct. 53, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we're looking for 7. Larry Manovich. Oh, Romanovich, my bad. Rovanovich, okay. He went 157. Triple check. If you miss one number, you got to move every single card again. So you got to check. You got to check. We have 3 Ralph Stewart cards coming at you. This one has a dimple. This one is awesome. This one is awesome too, but off center a little. Card 158. Right here in the middle. Okay, 158. We have no more. Let's grab the next stack. And we are doing good, guys. It's not even an hour. And we're almost... This last group will take me like 15 more minutes. So we might have an hour and 15-minute session on our hands, which is still fun. This is what we do, right? Whoa! Okay, I dropped a card. Okay, and it was Ed Gio... I can't pronounce his name. But he's, I believe he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know the vintage Hall of Famer of everybody, but I believe I've seen this name 1,000 times, and I know he's played a lot, and I can't pronounce the name. But it's Ed. We know Ed. I don't know. He might be back... I mean, this shows that he had 500 games under his belt at that point. So, 160. Let's get him in here. 158, 9, 10. So that'd be the first one here for the 160. Oh, we had 2. That one here is more centered than this one, guys. So I'll send it there. Pete Laframbosi, 166. Whew, okay, we're going to skip some cards now. 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right here. Now we have Ron Schock. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not how you say it. That's okay. 67, 167. He's the captain of the Penguins. Ron. Man, I want to say Schock, but we spell it, I feel like, a little different. You know, this is bent. Kansas City Scouts entered the NHL in 1974. I'm going to put this right here. Maybe this will be our thumbnail if I leave it close enough. Let's look at this card. Ed Gilbert down there. Who else is on here? I'm looking to see what main Ed Gilbert, maybe. Is that how you say it? Gilbert? Card 21. Anyways, very interesting. Card 169. So 68, 69. Now that's all my 170s. Or I'm sorry, 60s, 160s. So now we are on the next row. But that franchise, I don't know where they ended up going. We have 3 cards in the 170s. 173. So we have 170. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need to get some more binder pages here. They're sitting right over here. So 175. 3. Wait, was he 3? He was 3. 3, 4, 5. John Stewart. Okay. Floyd Smith. 76. So he's next. Okay, let's keep on moving. Now my Scotty Bowman card that I have is in a case, and it's not in here. I looked briefly for them. I think they're on a shelf over there and not where they're supposed to be. This is what's going on. I looked for them. I could not find them. But I did not look over there. I looked in the places where I keep most of my cards. But they weren't there. Okay, so this is going to have a lot right in here. There's some duplicates right off the bat. So let's do a comparison. Dimple. Printing error. We'll say printing error is not as big a deal as a dimple. Card number 181. 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. So he's going to be here. And before we get to the end of this group, I'm just going to grab the, oh, it's good to stretch. I'm going to grab some more of these. Just set them in for 1 second. It'll be worth it. All together. Try to not crinkle these. The crinkle will never come out. So if you have a stack of these and you crank it, you'll crinkle it, and they'll never be flat. They'll always have that crinkle. So I'm careful with those when they're loose like this. Once the cards are in them, they're a lot more rigid. Okay, so now where were we? Sorry about that. Let's get back into it. Here we go. 183, which is a Pittsburgh team leaders. 81, 82, 83. Joey Johnston. 85. So we're missing 84. 85. Dick Redmond. We have 2, 3 of. Real quick, this is by far, not by far, but this one is better. 86. So he is next, okay? 186, my bad. Simon Nolet. That's not how you pronounce it. Nole. Nole, Simon Nole. My French class helped me. 87. 187. 187 right here. Ron Stackhouse for the Penguins, 188. He is next. Okay, let's grab our 190s. Bam. And then we have one not even complete row left. And we can see what we're missing here. We have 190 right here. 88, 89, 190 right here. Steve Atkinson. Sorry for my flip. Card 1, 92. He is 90, 91, 92. This card has a slight dimple, but it's ever so small. Nick Labette. 93. He was 2, right? Yeah, that's what he does here. Red Wings. All right. Team leader, St. Louis Blues, 197. That was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. Next card is Jim Mckinney. We have duplicates. One's in a protector, and one looks like it got ran over by a cement truck. And it's got dimples all over it, unfortunately. All up in there. You can't tell. Anyways, see if we can get this one out without damaging it. Yeah, it came out easy. Okay, Jim McKinney. It's got a fold in it. Cement truck is actually better than the fold. Oh, that's too bad. Let's mark this one. 198. Dimples. 198. Right there. Okay, now I'm going to take an intermission and scoot these up, and you guys will have a better image of the binder the rest of the show. Bam, bam. Should I scratch off one of these for this show? Why, I'm totally gonna. Look at these things. This one's whatever. You guys are like, no, I have like 50 of them, okay? I know they're worth $2. I don't know what they are. Let's look what they are, okay? This is for fun. I know you guys are like, no, I want to make the... This will be fun for a second. I'm going to scratch this. What's even on here? Get it off of the cards here. Bam! Right here in the middle. Let's do this. 1974. There's nothing under them. Maybe I shouldn't use the razor blade? Silly. Let's try this. But this is going to do the same thing. Oh, you can see them. Okay. Breakaway. Wonder if I damaged it with that razor blade. I might have. I don't really care. I was going to throw this away. This is just silly. Save! That one says save. That one says save. This is so retarded. This is so silly. I'm a car person, so I use advanced and retarded a lot. So I apologize. Because we do ignition timing, and we advance it and stuff. We retard it. Anyways. This is silly, though. This is not advanced. Let's see here. Okay. Anyways, this is what I got. How much fun was 1974? Let's see. We got save, 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 breakaway, save, save, save. I don't know what any of it does. Shoot again? Anyways, I'm going to put that over there. Let's get back to what I was doing. Look, it made my hand dirty. How much fun! 250, right? I really don't care. But let's get back into it. We have like 80 cards left. We've been here an hour. That was our 1 hour celebration. As a scratch and win, that was not really that cool. But, ugh, get that off my hands. Okay. Sorry if you didn't like what I just did. I'm not here to not... I'm here to entertain you guys, not really piss you off. I'm not trying to piss you off by scratching off a weird scratch and win from 1974. That was lame. Okay, so we're looking for card number 200. We're missing card 199. We're in the 200s. I'm going to bring this there. Bring the binder center. Okay. Okay, which one is better? This one. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This one. I should have left that in the sleeve. That was stupid. 200. 202. 199. 200. 201. 202. Okay, there we go. All right, here's a good card. Wayne Cashman. 2 of them. This one has a little water mark, it looks like, and this one has barely a corner out and a small dimple. This has a small mark there. This one is just more, looks better. 206, 203, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Dennis. What is that? Ververgar. Is that a gray? Did you say RT? Is that an A at the end? Ververgarat. I don't know, guys. I'm not going to give it a try. I just wanted to show you this one. I'm trying to think how I would say that. The G-A-E-R-T is like a gray, maybe, I don't know. Ververigier? Ah, maybe that. I don't know. 207. Dennis from the Canucks. One of my favorite franchises. Actually, I should say my favorite franchise. I'm a Canucks fan. Second place is Detroit. I don't really claim a third place, and I don't really have a team I despise. I mean, being a Canucks fan, I don't really love the Rangers. So, that's what I've got to say. But, I don't hate the Rangers. They got to try to win a Stanley Cup, right? And it's just a game. Just a game. And you lose when you play games sometimes. Unfortunately, when you're Vancouver, and you lose in the Stanley Cup on Game 7 to the Rangers. In like 1993, 4, 5, somewhere right in there. I should know that year by now, too. But I'm doing two things at once. And I'm trying to stay focused on getting these cards in these binders, because that's what we're here for. And I try to entertain you with some small stories along the way. So, card 210s. This will start to get fun. We're at the end of the run. And we'll have a lot of random cards, these Stanley Cup playoffs cards. This is actually card 210, so we are in order right now, if I can get them in there. Quarterfinals. Okay. We have 211. This is quarterfinals. Bruins and the Maple Leafs. Another quarterfinals. Blackhawks and the Kings. Let's get this in here. I'm getting a little, need some energy. Two of these here. Flyers and the Rangers. This one has a slight crease. This one is centered better. Semifinals. Let's make sure. Card 214. Yep, we're right in line here. Blackhawks and the Bruins. I don't like not being able to get my finger under these completely before I put a card in. Now we're into the finals. Flyers and the Bruins. 1973-74. Card 215. We're in order. Finally have a whole page to fill. Now check this card out. This is just awesome. Stanley Cup champions, Philadelphia Flyers. I have 3. This one is nicely centered. I'm trying to see if I see any creases, because this thing, I see a slight dimple. Man, these are nice. This one has some ink, but this one's in really good shape too. I don't think this is a valuable card. 216. It's a $1 card, okay? But if you're a Philadelphia fan, this might be like, you know, if you had this in a high grade, this would just be a cool collectible. This one is really nice. I would love to send this to get graded, but because it's so centered, but it's going to come back like a 6. It's got a scuff on it, but it's still cool. Look at this thing. Sorry for my thumb. I think there's like a little scratch mark or dimple right there. But other than that, it's nicely centered. 216. That's going to be right here. There we go. I like that card. Okay. 216, and we have no more to put in from them. These here we'll put in last. 54 and 162. We're almost done, guys. We have 2 of these and the 220s. 224. Okay, so we're going to be skipping quite a bit because we left off at 216. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we are missing a few. 25, 26, 27. This is Lynn Powell, or I want to say Powis, but that's neither of those are probably correct. Next stack. We have about 6 cards here. Okay, 231. So we have 28, 29, 30. 31, 32. Oh, 31, my bad. Bill Fairbairn for the Rangers. Now we have a team leaders card, and I have 2 of them. I'm sorry, I have 3 of them. Dimple, off center. Weird creasing mark on the edge, but so does that one. This one is the better one. 233. So that was 231, 2 and 3. We go here now. Bam. Bill Barrett. Bill Barrett, my bad. Whatever way to pronounce that. I didn't get it right. Can't get my fingers under here today. All right. 235. 2 of this one is 2. We have 3 of this one. 37. This one is slightly faded, but these literally have a miniature flaw as far as like condition on each one. Even though this is less vibrant, it is on center more. So I'm gonna grab him. I don't know what's better, on center or color way vibrant compared to slightly faded looking. So here we have Jack Gordon, captain of Minnesota North Stars. 238. So he goes right here. Bam. Okay. You are not staying in there very well. You are. Okay. 3 more mini stacks left. Thank you for staying with me, guys. Like I said, I figured it's about 2:15, and we're almost there now. Set this there. We have 2 Bob Dailies. This one is in better condition, but not by much. This is card 240. That was 38, 39, 40 goes here. Dave Burrows. 241. Two Hart Memorial Trophy cards. On center, slightly off center. This has like a mark. I don't think that's going to matter. I'm going to use this one. This one I like better. Okay, you are card 244. 41, 42, 43, 44. That's a cool card. Lady Being Memorial is for Johnny Busick. This card is 245. So this is careful. Okay. 2 more stacks left. And we will be done. Don't forget to subscribe. You will get into my free hockey card drawings. And I make random videos then. I might make something like, put something in the comments. At the end of this video, I'll tell you a word to put in the comments of this video. Everybody who watched this far, and if you put this in the comments, I'll do a drawing just for you guys. And I'm going to wait a week so everybody that sees this has the time to put the word like awesome in the comments. I'll wait and come up with it by the end of this, but it's probably gonna be like I don't know, something hockey related or card related. I'll come up with it by the end. It'll be fun. Okay, 245. We have 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Bernie Parent. Okay, Senis Potvin. Calder Memorial. Rookie of the Year card. Awesome. That's what I was making sure. I thought Calder was Rookie of the Year. 252. Missing a few of those. Whoa, be careful. Be careful. Okay. Pierre Burchard. Canadians. This guy. Card 254. Yeah, I think if you put in the comments like anything, nice video, bad video of 74 tops, put in there 1974 tops or tops 1974, but sneak it in a comment. Okay, like. Man, you can't say any names correctly for these 1974 tops. They'd get you in there, but I'd be like, I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best. Which one do we have here next? It's this one. Craig Cameron. This is 263. We're going to be skipping some here. This was 54. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. 62, 63. I'm missing a bunch of these. So, there's our placeholder. 63, 64, and this one is in bad shape. But at least it's in here. At least I'm going to scuff it up even more putting it in. Ooh, ah! I hate when I do that when they go in. So, 64, I'm sorry. Oh, that is, okay, that was 64. So here's a 50s. Okay, 255. That actually is going to go here. So, I might have missed one sorting them. We actually going this way first. We're actually going this way first. That's how you do it. Okay, the Capitals card. 56. Okay, so we just had those stacked together or something weird. 6, and this is 58. So 7, 8, so you go here. Huh. Okay, well that was the end of it, I guess. I must have, I wasn't paying attention to exactly what I was doing. I was just grabbing cards. Let's take these 2 checklists and look at them. Of these 1974 tops, checklist. This one's off center, but I don't know if any of them are checked. Neither are checked. This is card 162. So I'm going to set that one there. This one is better. Let's look at it. Look at that thing. Nice. Unchecked checklist. 162. Let's scroll back. And it goes here. And this is like a $5 or $6 card, so I gotta be kind of careful. They go in this way on the right side. Okay. Now let's grab this one. Set those over there. card number. Nice unchecked checklist, but this guy is not centered very well. It's actually cut off, which is kind of common on these, but it's in great shape. Card number 54. So wasn't this fun, everybody, to go through and make a starter set with your buddy John from Hockey Cards Only, and watch how these get put together. It's how you start it. Okay, and I'm going to put one of these that has no scuff marks in it right here at the very end. I don't know if I'm gonna have to move it. I'll put 2 in there just for fun. Give it some rigidity. Okay, so I'm gonna put the scratched off one in there. That way people know. Don't scratch those with a razor blade. I think I scratched. See how it's like white here? I actually scratched the paint off. So I don't know how this. Oh, I am so not with it today. There's the rules. I should have went over this with you guys. How about this? I have more of these. I might make just a mini episode about these and scratch one off and play the scratch off game. How fun. Okay. Like, share, subscribe. I don't really care if you share it. I'm not expecting to share my videos. Unless it's to a friend who's a hockey card collector. Hey, this guy has a website you can do research on. And he's going to also maybe explain. I'm going to do my best to explain as much as I can about what I've learned about collecting not just vintage cards, but new cards too. You know, young guns. I love this type of stuff. This is like mid-80s. Weird, unique players, you know, first female player. I collect rookies. I don't know if these are his rookie, my bad. I think that's a Forsberg rookie, but they have some graded cards. I also do mail days, and we'll be opening up the cards that I find awesome. I do a pretty good job on eBay, and every week or so I do a mail day. And then what I really want to be known for is putting sets together. Okay, now I have a ton of cards, a lot of vintage, and I'm putting sets together on the show, and I'm trying to get maybe 2 or 3 of these a weekend because I have so many to build. Yeah, I got like all the 80s stuff to do. I have a lot of 79 for Gretzky's era, and I have a lot of late 80s, 88, you know, some of that. I have a lot of set like Patrick Waugh's rookie year and not a lot of Mario Lemieux's rookie year. We'll get into all that later. I'll end the video now because it's already long enough. And don't forget, feel free to check out our website. We sell nothing right now because you have to like email me to check out. I don't have a payment option. I think I'm going to do Cash App and just keep it simple. But there's fun stuff here. You can see what I have on eBay. We sell jerseys and coats and graded cards, jersey cards. Not a million of everything, though. We're a very small startup, if that makes sense. We're not even a startup yet. I'm just a project, okay? But we're filling in some of these categories. I want to have a lot of the junk wax stuff in here. And that's like a service we'll provide later is like if you're just trying to put like 90 Upper Deck together or even like 2021 Upper Deck together like common cards. I'll keep it the spread of years all the way to 2021, but I won't probably get out in there into like a lure, like where you can buy individual lure cards or MVP, Pacific. I'm going to really just keep it to TOPPS and OPG, and I'm going to really keep it to Upper Deck. And then once that's filled up, we'll see where we're at. Okay, I want to have a good young gun selection, but I also like marquee rookies and OPG Platinum, so that could end up in here, or OPG and OPG Platinum. So anyways, that's what we have going. So take it easy. I'll see you guys on my next video. video, which will be coming out probably tomorrow. I might even do one tonight. So, thank you. Take it easy.